Notices of motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Speaker, I'm happy the issue of RLMF is taking another direction.
Yes.
Direction of negotiation, consultation, engagement, not the way it was before, only the court.
Yes.
So, Mr. Speaker, I beg to give a notice of motion on the establishment of an ad hoc committee on a framework for the streamlining and consolidation of education funding in the country for purpose of provision of free and compulsory basic education through National Education Fund. Aware that the Kenya Vision 2030 was rolled out with the aim of transforming Kenya into a newly industrializing, middle-income country, providing a high quality of life to all its citizens by 2030. Appreciating that education is a crucial compound of accelerating the realization of Vision 2030, hence Article 43(1) and 53(1)(b) of the Constitution entitles every child to the right to free and compulsory basic education. Noting that the government provides capitation per child towards free primary education and subsidized secondary and tertiary education, which is supplemented by funds from household contributions, grants, donations, levies, charities, scholarships, and bursaries, including those from Presidency, Ministry of Education, the National Government, Constituency Development Fund, the National Government Affirmative Action Fund, and county governments. Cognizant that despite the Constitution provision on free basic education and the framework for financing education, parents and guardians still bear significant cost for boarding, meals, supplementary learning materials, and infrastructural development, necessitating bursary support for needy students, Mr. Speaker. Concerned that the multiplicity of channels and standards involved in education financing contributes to multiple allocation of bursaries and scholarships to single beneficiaries, disadvantaging deserving students. Further, concerned that the process of allocation and distribution of bursary funds and the identification of beneficiaries for bursaries and scholarships lacks transparency and clear eligibility criteria, and the application and processing procedures do not provide for established appeal mechanisms for resources by students denied bursary or scholarship awards. Acknowledging that the absence of a comprehensive database of students in basic and higher education hampers the effective and equitable disbursement and utilization of bursaries and scholarships, and the current funding model, including insufficient government capitation, exacerbates this issue. Considering that the education financing models are currently designed, particularly the disbursement of bursaries and scholarships, is fragmented, uncoordinated, and inefficient, leading to duplication, incompetencies, lack of accountability, and overlapping mandates among multiple government and private entities, including between the national government and county governments, contrary to the fourth schedule to the Constitution. Deeply concerned that lack of a unified and comprehensive framework on allocation, issuance, administration, coordination, synchronization, management, and oversight of education funding, particularly bursaries and scholarships, in sync with government capitation, not only causes duplication, incompetencies, and unaccountability, but also hampers the realization of free and compulsory basic education in Kenya. Appreciating that the education funding, including capitation, bursaries, and scholarships, play a vital role in supplementing funding for enhancing access to free education, particularly for children from disadvantaged backgrounds, hence contributing to the realization of a universal basic education. Now, therefore, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 259C, the House, Mr. Speaker, my eyes is failing me. Mr. Speaker, the House resolves to establish an ad hoc select committee to review the current education funding administration processes in the country and recommend a unified, comprehensive, and sustainable framework for the purposes of facilitating free and compulsory education at the primary, secondary, and tertiary levels. B, approves following terms of reference to guide the ad hoc select committee in undertaking the mandate. 1, conduct a situational analysis of all existing education funds at national and county levels, map and analyze all existing education-related funds, including government capitation, bursaries, and scholarships and grants, assess the legal, institutional, financial, and operational aspects of the current education funds administration in the country, review existing policies, procedures, and best practices related to education fund administration, both locally and internationally, engage stakeholders, including students, education institutions, funding bodies, including private sector partners, and relevant government departments, identify overlaps, inefficiencies, and gaps in the current education funding system, propose a governance and operational structure for a unified education fund, including funding support from the private sector, develop for fund allocation, access, and reporting, propose an efficient, accountable, equitable, inclusive, comprehensive, and sustainable framework aligned with the National Education Goals and Vision 2030, propose criteria for eligibility, selection, disbursement of education funds, recommend monitoring and evaluation mechanism to ensure transparency and accountability in the disbursement of education funds, propose a bill to establish a unified legal and institutional frameworks to govern the sustainable funding of basic education, university education, and tertiary education and connected purposes, and any other attendant matters. Resolve, the ad hoc select committee reports to the House within 90 days after its appointment, approves the following members to the ad hoc select committee. 1, Honorable Junet Muhamed, EGH MP, Honorable Lesuda Josephine Naisula, OGW MP, Honorable Otucho Mary Emase MP, Honorable Mule Stephen Mutinda MP, Honorable Karuria Elijah Njoroge MP, Honorable Siat Amin Udgon MP, Honorable Omboko Milema Jeremiah MP, Honorable Obara Eva Kinyi MP, Honorable Mukhwana Titus Kamala MP, Honorable Dr. Mamwacha Onchoke Charles MP, Honorable Gisairo Cliff Ombane MP, Honorable Karitho Kiili Daniel MP, Honorable Caroline Jepto Ngalechei MP, Honorable Kiboro Kiruben MP, Honorable Jen Kagiri Wangeshi MP, Honorable Adan Kainan MP, and Honorable Amina Munyasi MP. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Order. Order. Order, Kandir. Order, Kandir. Order, Kandir. Honorable Kandir. Order. Order. Order, members. Order, members. Order. Honorable Kandir. Honorable Kandir, this is not a rally situation. This is a parliament. Will you leave the chamber now, Honorable Kandir, for the rest of the day? Will you take leave of the chamber? Order. Honorable Kandir, just take your leave. When your temper is cooled, I'll allow you back when we resume. Quiet, leave the chamber. Order, Honorable Kandir, will you leave the chamber now? Honorable Kandir, if you don't leave, you'll be assisted to leave. Majimbo, will you assist? You know very well, honorable members, that this is the last resort that the chair and the speaker will resort to. Honorable Kandir has been a distinguished and respectable member of this house. I don't know what he had for lunch today. Yes, Honorable Osoro at order number. Yes, Bowen, what is it about?
Mr. Speaker, I just wanted to support the statement of the motion by...
Order, Honorable Bowen, take your seat. You are a very senior member of this House. Under what standing order do you support a notice of motion? It's a notice of motion. You wait, you'll debate it and support as loudly and boisterously as you wish. Under order number 7, we go back to order number 7. I have been requested by the majority